Looking for some ways to improve your English pronunciation? In this video, we'll look at the most common mistakes that English learners make so that you can be sure to avoid them. If you like this video and want to see more, click subscribe and press the notification button so you never miss more fun FluentU videos. Let's begin. Number 1. The first mistake that learners make is not paying attention to word stress. Word stress refers to the syllable of a word that gets the most emphasis. For example, the word elephant has 3 syllables. El-e-phant. The stress is on the first syllable, el. Listen again. Elephant. Elephant. It would be incorrect to say elephant or elephant. The correct pronunciation is elephant, with the stress on the first syllable. Some languages, like Spanish, use accents to show stress, but English doesn't have any accents, unfortunately. Stress is very important when speaking in English because a word can change its meaning depending on where you put the stress. For example, the word contest has 2 syllables, con and test. You can either put stress on the first syllable, contest, or on the second syllable, contest. The word with stress on the first syllable, contest, is a noun that means a competition. The word with stress on the second syllable, contest, is a verb that means to oppose. Note that in this case, the word stress not only changes the meaning of the word, but also the part of speech, from a noun to a verb. Let's look at another example. The word present has 2 syllables that can be broken up and stressed differently. A present is a noun meaning a gift. Present. To present is a verb that means to introduce. Present. Number 2. The second mistake that English learners make is ignoring intonation. Intonation involves the rise and fall of your voice when speaking in full sentences. Incorrect intonation can change the meaning of a sentence and sound very strange to native speakers. Intonation is especially important for conveying feelings. If you didn't use intonation and raise or lower your voice at certain parts of each sentence, you'd sound like a robot. For example, think about the sentence, "Why are you home so late?" Imagine asking your spouse this simple question, genuinely wondering why he or she is home late. To show curiosity, you might say, "Why are you home so late?" Now you try. Were you able to use the correct intonation? Let's look at another example. Let's practice saying the same sentence while imagining that you're angry, believing that your spouse has been out doing something you aren't happy about. Now you might say, "Why are you home so late?" It's important to master English intonation if you want to sound natural and keep listeners focused on the content of your sentences. If intonation and word stress seem scary right now, don't worry. The best way to become good at them is to listen to native speakers talk. You can do this by watching authentic English videos on FluentU. With FluentU, you'll learn English from a wide range of videos, like music videos, movie trailers, TV shows, and commercials. FluentU will help you have more fun and learn faster while learning English with videos. You can listen to native speakers pronounce words, phrases, and sentences, and practice repeating them out loud. It'll save you time with interactive captions. You'll be able to tap on any word to look it up. You won't have to wonder how it's used because you'll be able to see examples from other videos. In fact, with its video dictionary, you can look up almost any word that you want to know more about. You can even listen to audio clips of example sentences. With our quizzes, you'll be able to break down and master videos that seem out of reach to you right now. And there's so much more. Click on the link in the description to sign up for a free trial. And now, let's get back to our list of common English pronunciation mistakes. Mistake number 3. The third mistake that learners often make is pronouncing heteronyms the same way. Heteronyms are words that are spelled exactly the same, but mean different things. For example, read looks the exact same in both the present and past tense. A present tense example is, I read a chapter from Harry Potter every night. A past tense example is, I read the textbook assignment before this morning's class. As you can see, the pronunciation is quite different, with the present tense using a long E sound, like read, and the past tense using the short E sound, like read. To avoid this mistake, learners should take the time to familiarize themselves with some of the most frequently used heteronyms. Mistake number 4. The fourth pronunciation mistake learners make is pronouncing each English vowel only one way. English vowels can be complicated, with just one letter having many different sounds. For example, the little vowel O has 3 distinct sounds, and that's without considering vowel combination sounds. Listen to the O in the following words: dove, lose, wolf. Notice how each O is pronounced differently. It's really important that learners take the time to practice every possible sound made by English vowels. If you'd like to receive a free PDF on how to improve your pronunciation and fix these common pronunciation mistakes, then click on the link in the video description below. The PDF contains many tips and resources for practicing your English pronunciation, like where to find audio resources and how to use tongue twisters to improve pronunciation. Now for mistake number 5. The fifth mistake that learners make is pronouncing the TH sound only one way. The English syllable TH has 2 distinct pronunciations, which many English learners tend to forget. TH can either be voiced with vocal cord vibration or voiceless without vocal cord vibration. Here's how that actually sounds. An example of a voiced TH is in the word than, than, than. An example of a voiceless TH is in the word path, path, path. The easiest way to tell the difference is to put your fingers on your throat and see if you can feel vibrations. Remember, FluentU lets you break down cool videos and see English words and phrases used in real-world contexts. You can easily learn correct English pronunciation by listening to native speakers and then test your knowledge with quizzes, flashcards, and other cool features. Sign up for a free trial with the link in the description. Mistake number 6. The last pronunciation mistake that English learners often make is pronouncing silent letters. It's important to remember that English pronunciation doesn't always go by the letters in a word. Very often, certain letters aren't pronounced in English words. Consider the word used in the following 2 sentences. I used the shampoo last night. I used to hate broccoli. When alone, as in the first sentence, I used the shampoo last night, you pronounce the final D in used. However, when this word is a part of the phrase used to, the final D sound is dropped. I used to hate broccoli. It's tricky, right? As you can see, English pronunciation is very important if you want to be understood. To avoid these mistakes, keep listening to native English speakers and practicing your pronunciation out loud. And if you like this video and want to keep learning English with videos, click subscribe and press the notification button so you never miss more FluentU videos. See you next time!